Well, the chair of the U.S. Commission on International Religious Freedom says religious persecution is on the rise and we must speak out against it. A hearing on Capitol Hill highlights the worsening conditions for faiths around the world. Capitol Hill correspondent Erik Rosales has more. Erik?
Well, good evening, Tracy. Subcommittee Chair Republican Congressman Chris Smith says half of the world's population are not able to practice their faith freely. Many are brutally attacked, tortured, jailed, or even worse, slaughtered for their beliefs.
I am convinced that there's more the United States can do to protect and promote the freedom of religion worldwide.
Congressman Chris Smith says the State Department must bring either tougher sanctions, better monitoring, or regime changes. Experts testified North Korea topped the list as the most hostile place for Christians, where even owning a Bible is a crime and will be severely punished, followed by Somalia and Yemen. A country where Catholics are seeing increased persecution is Nigeria, where over 50,000 Christians have been killed over the past 15 years by Islamist militants, and another 18,000 churches burned.
But what's happening in Nigeria is of deep concern. We expect the newly elected government to take more of a leadership role here to promote and defend religious tolerance in Nigeria.
It's all about power and manipulation of trying to divide and conquer a population. And when you have individuals who are ready to do anything in order to stay in power.
Experts say, unfortunately, whether it's religious power or minority group, they end up paying the price many times with their lives. Lawmakers asked what more Congress can do.
But what we need to reclaim, and this is not just can be done by fiat, but we need to reclaim, when it comes to human rights and these precious freedoms, a sense of bipartisanship in Washington.
And other experts testified that religious freedom should not be thought of as a sole issue, but should be considered as an inclusive part of a larger economic and development policy. Tracy?
Erik, on a different note, I understand that Democrat Senator Joe Manchin, he is making some headlines regarding the upcoming presidential election. Tell us about that.
Well, I tell you what, Tracy, he certainly is. Senator Joe Manchin continues to leave the door open to a third-party presidential run with a national group called No Labels. He and former Republican Governor Jon Huntsman of Utah appeared together at an event in New Hampshire last night, and Senator Manchin declined to rule out the run for the White House. And this has Democrats very upset because they believe that it could divide the Democratic Party and open up the door for a Republican to take the White House. Tracy?
All right. Thank you, Erik.